One night while out for dinner, Lindsay and I were discussing the idea of having a personal assistant and what someone working for us could do to improve our lives.
And I said that I would like to have a personal assistant who would just find all the nearby vegan restaurants to eat at when it's time for dinner.
To which I replied, that is not true. From my perspective, part of what gives your life meaning is finding what and where we are going to eat next.
And that's 100% true. But I do not like that's true. There's gotta be more to life than that. I was journaling about this, about how I'm not stoked on how I derive so much meaning in my life based around what I'm going to eat.
The reason why this was important at the time was because on the horizon, we had planned a 5-day water fast.
During this 5-day fast, I will be without that for 5 whole days. This thing that I do every day to give my life meaning, I won't be doing. So when that's gone, and it's just me, hungry, not thinking about what I'm gonna eat and where, what am I gonna find?
We are Wyatt and Lindsay. Yes! For the past 18 months, we have been full-time traveling the world and exploring our inner and outer realities. In this adventure, we will be giving up food for the next 120 hours.
I just have such a headache that won't go away.
Our last meal will be on the evening of March 15th, and we will not eat again until the evening of March 20th.
No food, so much heat, so weak.
So come along as we dive inside to discover what we find after we remove one of life's most basic comforts.
Your mustache.
Oh no, channel reveal.
Forgot you had it, huh?
Yes, I'm trying a mustache. Don't make fun of me. Last time I tried a mustache, my friends made fun of me and I shaved it off immediately.
It was so sad. Tell me what's happening.
We're in Malaysia. Pouring rain in Kuala Lumpur.
Ooh, Malaysia. Very good.
The buildings here, they all just look like it rains a lot. They just have this look about them like, that's some water.
Okay, it's March 15th at 6:30 p.m. And this is gonna be our last meal.
This is our last meal for the next 120 hours. How do you feel?
Like, this is insane.
You see these though? This is a move.
Yum.
Chili sauce on falafel. Let's go. For the last 4 years, in an effort to improve my mental and physical health, I have tried several popular healing modalities. The ones that really worked and helped me include yoga, plant medicine, meditation, journaling, and ice baths. The motivation of this video is to experiment with a healing modality that sits in close proximity to the prior list, and that is water fasting. We're going to only consume water. There's no special time of day where we can drink that water. We're just going to drink as much water as we can throughout the day and have no food for the entire duration of this 5-day fast.
Since it's our last meal, I got us cheeky desserts too.
Yeah, it's a croissant filled with like some sort of, I don't know, it tastes like a Boston cream donut on the inside.
There's vanilla cream. Girl.
I woke up day one to discover that I felt like complete and utter poodoo. Which is appropriate because we were actually staying in the neighborhood of Poodoo in Kuala Lumpur.
I woke up sick and I'm going to stick to the fast.
I felt terrible. I had a constricted throat, I had a pounding headache, I had an achy body.
I'll be sick while we do this, but I think that a big part of the reason why I'm sick is because I've just been mistreating my body and mistreating my energy.
We spent all of the first day, the entire day, just horizontal, laying in bed, either reading Lord of the Rings or watching the movies.
You shall be the Fellowship of the Ring. Right.
Why didn't Elrond go?
Elrond is leaving Middle Earth. I don't know. Why didn't Tom Bombadil go? Who knows?
Yeah, right? Why didn't Tom Bombadil? Daddy Tom. I got a countdown app to count down until we eat food again.
4 days, 3 hours, 32 minutes, 2 seconds.
Nice. So yeah, that's what, like just over 100 hours left still.
Okay.
But we've already gone almost 24, almost the first 24.
Yep.
Yeah.
Very good work.
Very good work. We've done actually nothing this whole entire time.
Back in 2016, Yoshinori Osumi won the Nobel Prize in Medicine for discovering the importance of autophagy. Autophagy is a natural process of cell repair and recycling. Through autophagy, old cells are broken down and discarded or recycled to create new, healthy cells. And it turns out that we can induce this process by fasting. This can help to prevent many diseases, such as cancer, heart disease, neurodegeneration, and even the slowing of the aging process, all through fasting. Ever since this discovery, the internet has been a buzz with fasting. We got juice fast, intermittent fast, alternate day fast, water fast, dry fast, prolonged fast, sonic fast, fast forward fast, even biblical fasting. You name it, we got a fast for it.
Excuse this brief interruption, but I wanted to let you know that we have a Patreon. What is Patreon? Patreon is a platform where you can directly support our content to make it possible for us to keep creating videos like the one that you are currently watching. If you head over to our Patreon right now, you will have the option to support us for as low as $3 a month. And this will get you access to our Discord server, where you can interact with us, ask us questions about the videos that we're currently working on, and receive updates and exclusive content that is available nowhere else. So if you enjoy our videos and you'd like to support us, you can check that out in the description below. Now back to the video.
There we are, dressed, about to head out.
Yeah, looking good. Headed to the laundry place.
How are you doing hunger-wise though?
I'm pretty hungry.
You're pretty hungry? Okay. I'm not hungry yet.
In this fatigued state, trying to figure out how to do laundry in a foreign country, and everyone in the laundromat staring at you, and you haven't eaten in 48 hours at this point, it was a little frustrating. The first 3 days of the fast, I felt like there was a dark cloud over top of Lindsay and I.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I just don't feel good lately. I feel really sad. This fasting is making everything like so much more intense. Like I was so overwhelmed with this laundry situation.
I was able to keep my head up and keep a positive mindset. Despite the doubts and the negative thoughts and emotions that I was feeling, I just persisted through. At the end of the day, all I really had to do was exist for 5 days. If I couldn't do something, then I could just go back to bed and drink water and wait until the fast was over.
Okay, we're back from the laundry. Big just collapsed on the bed.
Yeah, I don't know if it's the sickness or the lack of food, but the energy level is just so low today.
I just have such a headache that won't go away. And I feel so weak, like my legs and arms.
I think my headache was probably due to caffeine withdrawal because I normally drink 2 or 3 coffees every single day and we didn't have anything except for water for the whole entire fast.
So when I was 12 years old, I was reading the Dr. Wayne Dyer books. I read 4 of his books. And in his books, he proposed the idea of intentionally putting yourself outside of your comfort zone. He described it from the standpoint of skipping a meal or don't go home. See what it's like to sleep on the street. And it really resonated with me at that time. It was like so profound because the idea of putting yourself outside your comfort zone for some sort of benefit just seemed crazy. Why would someone do that to themselves? If you have the option to eat a meal, why not eat? If you have the option to sleep in your bed, why not go home? And I guess what he was saying with it was taking the power back in your life. By intentionally putting yourself through hardship, it's as if you can take control and you can't be motivated by outside circumstances. You have complete control over what you do and where you go and why you do things when you decide that fear or lack of something is not going to be a motivator for you anymore. And that really stuck with me at that age. I remember that just hitting me like, wow. Now this is my second 5-day fast, and both of them so far have been filled with synchronicities. It's very clear that there's something much greater than just the fast taking place. An absolute obvious cleansing, but then on an energetic level, there's like a very strong feeling of almost like leveling up. All those things feel really good, and that is why, a big part of the reason why I'm choosing to fast for these 5 days.
For as long as humans have been humans, we have been fasting. First in a hunter-gatherer state, due to lack of food. Our bodies, through autophagy, took the opportunity, when not digesting, to repair and recycle cells. Then later, in nearly every major religious practice the world over, we have chosen to fast. Judaism, Christianity, Buddhism, Taoism, Jainism, and Hinduism all practice periods of fasting through their respective calendar years. During the 9th month of the Islamic calendar, Muslims go without water or food while the sun is visible in the sky. This period of each year is known as Ramadan and is practiced to expand devotees' awareness of God. Ramadan is currently taking place during the filming of this video.
All right, it's morning 3 of our fast. We have 2 days, 7 hours left until we can eat again. This morning, I'm feeling the best I've felt since we started. My mental state, emotions, and also my headache is gone.
Malay, Muslim.
Yeah. So you fasting too?
Yes, fasting too. We all already 7 days.
Yeah, that's right.
7 days.
After Malaysia, we go to Indonesia. Yeah. Happy Ramadan.
Thank you so much. That was a nice Uber ride.
Yeah, it was. Day 3, we went to the park, and as soon as I stepped out of the Uber, I realized, oh, I haven't eaten in 3 days.
All right, we just got in here. I already feel like I need to sit down.
Yeah. I'm very, very tired. Just walking up that hill. We would take maybe 10 steps before I would need to sit down at the closest bench.
You just taking up the whole bench.
No food. So much heat.
I know.
So weak.
We walked like 100 meters.
I know. Lizzie was like, you know the smell of Subway when you first walk in? I was like, you know the taste of Oreo ice cream sandwiches from the convenience store? But you said at the beginning of this video that you were doing this partially to discover what's underneath.
Yeah, there's nothing.
There's nothing there?
Maybe I should be a chef.
While at the park, I was trying to read Lord of the Rings to Lindsay, using my mind, using my voice. All these things were asking so much of me, and my body was so depleted in energy.
Let us cast it into the deeps, and so make the lies of Saruman come true.
Day 3 was the first time I started to notice too, like the clarity of mind.
I can totally see why fasting and meditation go hand in hand.
Normally, I would never just lay somewhere for like an hour.
If you want your mind to sit still, put less energy in. The fire will just burn dimmer and more constant if you're not stoking it with tons of fuel.
I really enjoyed that aspect of the fast, was just the clarity that came from having no energy to even being able to think. I could just sit down and enjoy sitting on a park bench with no mental chatter.
That's a cool shot.
We're here.
Oh, we're here now. All right, well, how was your excursion? Did you have a nice time?
Yeah, it was a nice time.
Ready to flop on the bed? Yeah, same. If you could eat anything right now, what would you eat?
Wendy's chicken nuggets.
But just to be clear, when was the last time you had chicken?
Oh, I don't remember, a very long time ago. When I was really sick like this as a kid, which I was a lot of the time, I would eat a lot of fast food when I was sick. Maybe that's why I was sick so often. Yeah, they would bring me home like Wendy's chicken strips with sweet and sour sauce, and like a number 2 with no pickle, and some French fries, and a Sprite, or a Coke, or a root beer. Oh yeah. We made it to day 4. I feel very peaceful, don't feel very hungry, just feel very sort of still.
So on day 4, we went to Batu Caves, and I was so excited to be at Batu Caves because it was the one thing that I was really looking forward to do while we were in Kuala Lumpur.
So the Batu Caves is a Hindu temple dedicated to the god Murugan, who is right behind me. His name is also Kartikaya, and he's the son of Shiva and Parvati and the brother of Ganesha.
Behind me is the cave entrance. It's up the top of those stairs. There's over 200 steps in the staircase, which has Lindsay and I really nervous to get up these stairs. I don't know how many breaks we're gonna need to take.
Oh gosh. Hello, monkey.
Behind us is the start of the steps. Let's see what we can do.
We're on the 4th day, we're like taking on the final boss. To climb the stairs was like the last sort of obstacle in the way before it was just the come down and everything was over. It was really like symbolic of this journey that we had been on.
So much more still in front of us.
I know.
Oh my gosh.
I'm so out of breath. Feels like I've just ran up these stairs.
We're so close now. There's the top. We made it.
Made it to the top.
We pulled off to a bench. Lindsay's feeling like she might pass out, so
Yeah. I don't feel well at all.
keep breathing. Really deep, really deep.
Okay, let me take this off me.
You got this.
Yeah, I got this.
It's just a breath. You just forgot to breathe, but as soon as you start breathing, it'll come back.
Okay.
There you go. I got some tough news, Lindsay. There's more stairs.
Look at the ceiling in here.
Very cool looking ceiling.
We're almost at the grocery store. Day 5, and there's only less than 5 hours left on our fast.
The grocery store. Yes. For our first meal back to eating, we decided to go with a veggie stir fry and a side of potato wedges.
Okay, so now we just need some seasoning for the stir fry.
Oh man, being in this store, I'm looking at this cart after not eating for 5 days is killing me.
Look at all the peanut butter options.
I know.
Oh my god. This is my favorite food in the world. Yep.
Okay guys, it is 5:30. That means an hour and a half and we'll be able to eat for the first time in 5 days.
First step is washing the rice. Then we're gonna boil the rice, put it aside.
And my sense of smell is super elevated.
Peanut butter is always kind of hard to open. Oh, Dolly. Oh, Dolly, you gotta smell it, you gotta smell it. Isn't that the best smell in the entire universe?
Oh my gosh.
1 hour, 13 minutes. I know. Okay, the rice is put aside, so now we're gonna boil some water. Boil the potatoes a little bit before we fry them.
With the potato wedges done, now we're gonna take all the vegetables that I chopped earlier and just toss them in the pot and stir fry those up and then add those to the rice and then we'll be eating. 9 minutes, 4 seconds.
17,
16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11,
10.
8, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We did it! Here, kisses. I got the peanut butter. I got the cashew. It's nut with nut butter. Oh. I can't believe we did it.
I know. Oh, sweetie, I'm so proud of you.
Tell me, for our first meal back, what are we having?
Okay, we have stir-fried vegetables on rice, fried potato wedges, and we have some spinach and tomatoes with avocado and some lemon squeeze.
Everything we read online said keep it simple.
Yeah, this is not very simple. It's like the most flavor I've ever tasted in my entire life.
Yeah, right? Alright, I'm gonna try the one thing that Lindsay didn't touch, and that's the potato wedges with the ketchup, which I feel like is gonna be crazy because ketchup is already like such an intense flavor. Yeah, baby, that's good. Wow, oh my god.
I actually do feel way fuller way sooner. I feel like the biggest lesson I learned from this is that I actually eat way too much food.
Whatever I put into my body has to come out, whether it's information or drugs or food. It has to come out. It will manifest in some way. And I think that's one of the things that I really took away from this fast, was that overeating, eating in excess, is just such a quick way to have such a cluttered state of mind.
I had no energy to be doing a bunch of thinking. And because I wasn't doing a bunch of thinking, I realized that I don't need to do a bunch of thinking. Me putting all this time and energy into figuring out and planning what we're gonna eat is actually completely unnecessary. I was doing it because it was something that I could control. But in reality, if I just let go and don't waste all this mental energy, life will take me where I need to go anyways.
I think the biggest lesson that I learned on this experience has definitely just been gratitude for food.
Thank you for coming along on another adventure. If you're new, hit subscribe. If you'd like to help keep us on the road, join our Patreon or become a YouTube member. We will see you all in our next video.